From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. And we are underway from Houston. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Play action. Now Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson rolling to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He dumps it off for Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, not one you expected when the play began.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
There's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Mixon on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Again, it's Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Odafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz from 3 yards out. And the Texans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Flowers on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Tackled by the quarterback, Derek Stingley. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They go play action with Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Jackson now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And they work this out past the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Stroud looking to throw. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. A gain there of 21 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Running left, it's Mixon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Marlon Humphrey on the defensive side making that look easy from his corner position. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, 37 yards. And the Texans have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now it's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, I think completions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Jalen Petrie picks it off. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate. I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A handoff running left, Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll give the Texans a first down. Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense still did some okay things, not a lot of points on the board.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And we're underway from Seattle. First snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. And his first pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, here's Lamar. Complete, Derrick Henry. Still has some space inside the 35. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. Working quickly here. This is Henry on 2nd. Will not be denied. Touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Smith. His first throw is an interception. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
At the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. The toss now to Henry. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Lamar off to play fake. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he gets them down to the 9 before going out. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll run here with Henry. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. And welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. They'll try him left side. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pull out in front further, 13-zip. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. This is Walker on 2nd. They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. From the gun, Smith. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. It's the Seahawks, about set to begin their drive. First down, ball at the 36. They give up the gut to Walker. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Smith back to throw. He's on the move. Taken in by Noah Fant. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Escapes the pocket. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Namdi Madubuike making that stop. Throwing on third, Smith. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
First down throw for Jackson. Bateman hauls it in. And he'll get it up to the 27. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play fake, Jackson. Taking a deep shot here. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the 2 were not able to reel it in.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Another give to the wideout. Man, he has been busy. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Walker on first down. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Second down now, 7 to go. Now go with Walker on the counter. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Running with Walker again. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Offense up to the line fast. From the red zone now. Connects with fans. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Working quickly here. On the carry, it's Walker. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Smith on 3rd and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Now Smith. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. So we hit. They'll come up 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Henry on the catch. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 30 on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Jackson now on 3rd. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Seahawks football. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Looking to throw, Smith. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn good play into a great play.
Big catch made, and he got both feet in. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. And again, it's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. It is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks losing by 14. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Man in motion here. To throw. He's on the move. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. So the
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Here's Austin Seibert to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium in Landover. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener. Here's second and 2. We'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Going to go right back to Henry. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
Mike, you want to convert on third down? Get the ball in your hands of your best players. And this guy, he is a playmaker. Whether it's out catching passes like he's used to, or working as a runner instead.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. On the handoff, it's Henry. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
A first down throw for Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not...
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Play action now. Jackson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. Man in motion is Brown. Quick throw here is complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. On his horse. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. An even 100 yards. Touchdown, Washington. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a 1st down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Following the touchdown, he's out to kick it away. On play action, here's Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. Off the play fake. Jackson under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Second down, Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break. On third down, Jackson. This will be intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore. He gets free. He's to the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Commanders. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Jackson. Off he goes. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On second down, it's a run with Robinson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21. A tight end in motion now. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Another run here for Robinson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Third down, 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Robinson. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the... Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? On the give, it's Robinson. And he will score. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Seibert's extra point is true. And the Commanders will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. The return starts from the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but they move it down to the 25-yard line. It's a big one for the Ravens. 45 yards. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Accelerating toward midfield. A big play there, about as big as you can get. That's an 85-yard gain.
Well, you talk about being able to flip the field. You won't find many longer runs than this, Mike, that don't end up resulting in a touchdown. He nearly took this all the way. That was incredible.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. They will take a knee here.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They